Okay, got some more stuff in the mail. Picked up this ring for 20 bucks. It's actually the chrome bezel, the chrome ring, and the part that goes around the headlight, and the screws and the little spring. So that was a pretty good deal, I thought. My LED headlight, two taillight LEDs. I got these for 5 bucks. I got those for 7. 6 or 7, I don't remember. These are, I'm going to show you on the engine. These actually are seals that go here, here, here. So, got those. I think I got the whole bag for $3. So I ordered the, I got this petcock for my motor, but it was actually kind of a waste because it's the wrong size, so I'll have to send it back. Problem is, this is the size that is even in the manual for this bike, so that tells me my gas tank is the wrong size because the part that this screws onto is considerably smaller than this. This is an 18 millimeter, and I have another one that's a 20 millimeter, but nothing any smaller than 18. So I'm gonna have to figure out what size it is and order it, because they go, they have these 18s, but they also on the websites that I've checked, they go 18, 16, 14. I think 12, but I think I want to say it's like 14, not 18. Now that I have something to compare it to, well, we'll see. And then I got these. Give me a second. These are for the carbs, so they're gonna go right there. So I got all 4 of them. They're very nice. I'd say they're comparable to OEM. I don't know if I can't remember if it said these were or not, but it's very close, if not right on. Anyway, so I got all 4 of these for $32. So, just under 10 bucks a piece. So that was good. And this time they sent me, a 550. Because I asked them during checkout. I said, let me set that down for a second. I said, well, you've sent me a bunch of other ones. How about a 550 to go with my bike? So there's the 550. 750. I want to say that's a 200. Yeah, 200. I think that's a 350. 350, yep. And then they gave me just a ton of stickers. So I'll definitely be putting a few of these up on my, at least one on my door of my other stickers. I have taken a break now from the body work. I've got everything right where I want it. So before I do the final sanding, before I actually apply the paint, I'm going to let these sit for at least a week, probably, maybe a little longer. And this weekend, because it's Friday night, this weekend, I'm going to start pulling those fork tubes off. And then go from there. So that's the headlight you saw in the previous video, or will see. That's the LED one. When I got these for $6, it was for a package of 2. So 2 of these, so I've got a backup, an extra one, if you will, for each one of those. So anyway, that's what my weekend's going to be, which is good. I'm not complaining. It's nice and warm out. It's almost 60 degrees, which is unusual for February in this area, but it's windy. It's like constant 40-mile-an-hour winds and gusts up to, I think, 70, they said. Sure feels like 70 if it's not. And then it's supposed to get colder after tonight, so it'd be nice to hunker down and do something with the bike. My wife's going to be doing her thing with her friends, so I'll be able to do this uninterrupted, which is nice. I don't often get that chance to do that. Well, anyway, enough blabbing. I'm going to get started on that, taking the headlight and all the rest of it off, and see if we can get those fork seals replaced later. So, Transcendental brought up the fact that I could use LEDs for the turn signals with the rectifier, the resistor built in. Problem is I can't find any online that'll fit these generic turn signal housings. The bulb is actually this big, it's really tiny. It's like my thumb's bigger than the bulb, and it fits right there is the end of the socket. So I've only got, that much room. Like that much room in which to put a light bulb in, and it's not going to work. So for now, these will stay regular turn signal bulbs. Plus, I don't use the turn signals that much, right? So it's not going to make that big a difference on the battery, which is on my list of things to get, along with the brake line. It's hard to see, but there are just tiny, minute cracks in just parts of the brake line, so I definitely got to replace it. So I'm going to have to order the other one tonight or tomorrow, I think. But other than that, that's about all she wrote. All right, turn the music down here. All right, so my goal today, Saturday, was to remove those forks and replace the seals, but they're calling for snow tomorrow. I kind of want to get my wife's car in here. Just make it easier to move the tractor around if we get that much. Depending on who you talk to, we may or may not. Kind of like to err on the side of safety, right? So what I have to do between now and tomorrow is take everything off of here, take the motor out, and then put the frame and everything, put as much as I can off in that corner just to get that out of the way. And then I'll deal with the forks next weekend or during the week. Yeah, I think that's going to be the plan going forward, I think. As you can see, I started taking some of the stuff off. I let the oil from the forks drain overnight along with the brakes, and got to admit, I'm very pleased at the color of the oil. That fork oil was nasty gray this time last year. So cleaning them out last summer did seem to help, because that oil is just about the same color it was when it went in. A little darker, probably because of the brake oil in it, but overall, not bad. And okay. So I pretty much have everything apart. I laid the frame down. So now I just got to pick the frame up and kind of wiggle it off. And in theory, it shouldn't be too hard. It's a little fidgety, but otherwise, mostly just because you're tight for rope. Alright, I guess I gotta be on the other side. Apparently. There's one side that comes out easier than on the other. I'm thinking I'm on the wrong side. So, move things around here a little bit. Alright. cushion in the form of towels, 'cause that's all I got. Just so I don't cave that cover in. So let's try on this side. Okay. Now, I can get just in the right position here. And that is it. And so essentially, you gotta put the engine on the point side, on the right side. That seems to take care of it. Now, I have absolutely no plans to do anything with that motor, other than here. Let's take these off. And as you saw, I practically did that one-handed once I got it on this side, so just a matter of remembering which side to do it on. Okay, I'm not sure where this left off. I'll have to check, but before I call it quits, battery died, so it's on. I got it tethered now on power. So before I go, I noticed everybody's putting up their little what they did for Valentine's Day. It's it's past Valentine's Day, but I figured I'd throw mine up just as more of a warning than anything. So just a quick little backstory. My wife and I met at a company I worked for. We worked there for 5 years, just friends. We'd go out. We'd have lunch together occasionally, but for the most part, we just met in the break room and talked and whatever. The company we worked for went out of business. She went to some other job. I went to some other job in a different state. And I got a call from a mutual friend saying she needed help with some computer work. So I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. I'll go see her. And that started it. We started seeing each other because she was single, I was single. It just seemed to work out. That same year on Sweetest Day, I proposed. The following February, we got married on Valentine's Day. So what I've done now, because I thought it would be kind of cute, was her favorite rose is yellow. So I get her 12 red roses for Valentine's Day and 1 yellow rose for every year we've been together. We've been together 18 years. It's getting really expensive. So just a little lesson, guys. You know how much they crank up the cost of flowers at Valentine's Day? Well, there you go. They love seeing me come. Because I also get flowers for my daughters, right? So, I don't walk out of there very cheaply. In fact, almost all the time it's going on the credit card because there's no way I got cash for that. So a little cautionary tale. Careful what you start. So hopefully I got all that on film. I think I did. I have all that I gotta clean up and take care of. The frame, I'm gonna see if I can get powder coated. If I can't, it's gonna be paint again. I mean, this lasted 4 years, so I can't, I'm not too upset by it. In fact, when all the parts are on here, the parts that are exposed don't look bad at all. So, it's really not too bad. And a lot of this happened when I was rewiring it last summer because, I'd have to get in there with a screwdriver or something to, it was crazy. Anyway, if I can afford to powder coat it, I'll have this, and anything gold over there that you see is going to be powder coated as well. Pretty much everything fit in that corner. So the frame's going to go there. I just got to clean that up. The motor's going to come right in front of my toolbox here. I'll put a little frame of wood around it so my wife or me don't accidentally back into it. There's nothing really I need to do with the motor. I'm going to clean it up a little bit and touch up some of the paint spots, but other than putting the valve cover back on and whatever and adjusting the valve tappets, there's really nothing left to do on that. It ran great last summer, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then, of course, we got the wonderful $600 chair and workbench, because that's really all I've been able to use it for. More snow tonight, but a dusting. Snow coming up this week, but nobody knows how much it's going to be. Depends on which way the storm goes. So, anyway. So, my goal is get all this out of here tonight so that I can pull my wife's car in, and so it doesn't get snowed on. Plus, they're making such a big deal out of how little snow we're going to get tonight. I would not be surprised to see 6 inches on the ground in the morning, because that's just how it always works. They hype it up, and then we get nothing. They underplay it, and then all of a sudden we get dumped on, and they go, oh, we didn't see that coming, right? So, anyway, I hope you all had a good weekend. But this is pretty much it for me now. I'm just going to put everything away and get my wife's car in here. And I think that should do it. Oh, I'm going to hit that with some brake cleaner, get it cleaned off real good, that chain, and then I'll let it soak for a week in detergent motor oil. There's no O-rings or anything. It's, there's nothing in there brake cleaner's going to hurt. But letting the oil get in between the links and everything and clean it out, it just, I don't know. For me, it seems to work better than just hitting with the brake clean and wiping it off. So, I got a video up on how I do that, by the way, if you're interested. But short of that, I'm going to go ahead and see if there's any beer left and chill for a few minutes and then come back out and put all this away. So, hope everyone had a good weekend. Talk to you later.